Okay, question 45, trigonometry. So whenever you use this, see this here, you need to remember the rule sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. That is essential in C2 that you remember this. Now, in this case here, you want to form a quadratic, but you need to have just one function. Here you've got cos and sine, so that needs to sort of alter there. Now, what you can't change is the cos. That cos is there. You can't change cos. You can change the squares, cos squared or sine squared. You can change them, but you can't change cos. So what we'll do, because we can't change that, we're going to keep everything in terms of cos. So that's okay, but we'll change this here, sine squared. And sine squared becomes, if you use this formula, just take the cos squared over. It's be 1 minus cos squared theta. Okay, so in there, then you've got 10. Sine squared will be 1 minus cos squared theta. So I'm going to replace sine squared with 1 minus cos squared theta. Plus 7 cos theta equals 5 cos squared theta plus 8. Multiply this out, 10 minus 10 cos squared theta plus 7 cos theta equals 5 cos squared theta plus 8. Get everything to the left hand side, so you have minus 15 cos squared theta plus 7 cos theta plus 2 equals 0, getting everything to the left hand side. Now we shouldn't really have a minus there, that could cause problems, so we'll change that to a plus. Okay, but you've got to change all the other signs then, do the opposite. Okay, and then you've got a quadratic. Now it's up to you where you want to go about this. You could do it this way, which we often teach. Okay, put 15 cos theta in both brackets. Okay, and then the multiply add thing over here. Now 15 times minus 2, you're going to do that, and that's what's going to multiply, so it's going to multiply to give minus 30, add up to give minus 7. So if we think about two numbers there, multiply to give 30, well 10 and 3, and to get minus 7 you need to be minus 10, wouldn't it? Add 3 and then multiply to give minus 30, so minus 10 add 3. Now because we multiplied by 15 here, we have to pay back, so we have to divide by 15. Then look for factors in here. So in this first bracket there's a factor of 5, so take that out. And in this bracket here there's a factor of 3, so take that out. And all over 15. And you realise then that the 5 and 3 cancel. 5 times 3 is 15, which cancel with that. So you end up having this and this equals 0. So either 3 cos theta minus 2 equals 0, which would leave cos theta to equal 2/3, or cos theta, 5 cos theta plus 1 equals 0, so that means cos theta would equal minus 1/5. Okay, so you get your calculator, you do theta equals cos to the minus 1 of 2/3, cos to the minus 1 of minus 1/5. So that would be 48.2, and then the other one now, and change that to minus 1/5. So that would be 101.5. So you get your cos graph then. Okay, so you need to draw your cos graph. We can work out then all the solutions between 0 and 360. So when you draw your cos graph, maybe mark it out every few centimeters, going up in 90s. That will do there. So we've got theta here, y there, 1 minus 1, so okay, so you've got 90, 180, 270, 360, and remember if you don't know how to draw your cos graph, just put in the 0, put in the values, cos 0 is 1, and then put cos 90 in, it comes out as 0, cos 180 comes out as minus 1, and you get the points, you draw the curve. So the first one then, 2/3. 2/3 is about here. There's 2/3. So you've got that value there, which of course is your 48.2. Okay, there's your 48.2, and you've got this value here. So you just look at the symmetry now. So you've got 48.2 to slide down to there. So slide down to here, 48.2. So you're going to do 360. You've got the first solution, and then you've got the second solution, 360 minus 48.2. So you get 48.2 or 311.8. So you calculator there. And then the other solution then equals minus a fifth so minus a fifth is about there, isn't it? Okay. So you could see where it hits the curve here, that's your 101, and then here, to get that, well, you symmetry, so it'll be 360 minus 101, so you got 101.5 or 360 minus 101.5, so 101.5 or 258.5, and there's your 4 answers. Okay, part B says find all the values of x in that range. Now when you've got a different sort of angle here, you need to adjust that range. So if x is between 360 and 0, then you want x minus 50, so you've got to take away 50 from each of these, so that'll be 310, and take away 50 from 0, you'll be minus 50. So you've got to bear that in mind when you draw in the graph. Okay, you need to draw the graph then to include these values, so you need to go back into the negative. So what you do then with this, you do sine to the minus 1 of minus 0.682. Don't worry about that x minus 50 now, because you've sorted out the scale. So you do that on your calculator in degree mode, and that comes out to be minus 43. Okay, exactly, minus 43.0. Okay, now draw your sine graph. Okay, so with your sine graph, now you need to have that range there. Okay, so we need to go into the negatives as well. Now even though it says minus 50, I would go back to minus 90, I would. Okay, and even though it says 310, I would still go to 360. So with your sine graph then, you've got 1 there, minus 1. So your sine graph looks like this. So 90, 180, 270, 360, and of course going back to minus 90, sine minus 90 is minus 1, so you end up there. Now minus 0.682 is down here somewhere. Okay, so just go along that scale, sort of common sense where it would be. Okay, so minus 0.682, and you get the value here, which is minus 43.0, and then you just got to look at the symmetry then. Even though my graph isn't brilliant, you could see, look, to get that there, you've got to go from 180 the same distance there, 43.0 that way. This is the same sort of slide. You go 180 plus 40, 3.0. Okay, and then you've got that one as well. Then to get that one, you've got to go backwards that slide, so 360, sort of take away that gap there, which is 43.0, so 360 take away 43.0, and of course not forgetting to include that result is minus 43.0. Okay, and then you've got to think, well, what's this equal to? Well, of course, going back to the original question, the x minus 50 is equal to that. So we got x minus 50 equals minus 43.0, add that on, 223.0, take away that 317.0, and then to get x, then the answer is, take that minus 50 over, it becomes a plus 50, so add it on, so you're going to get 7, okay, if you add that on, add 50 there, you're going to get 273, and add 50 there, you're going to get 367, okay. And then you just got to ask yourself, which is in the range between 0 and 360? Well, that ain't, but these two are, so those are your solutions there. Okay, finally, part C, without carrying out any calculations, explain why there are no values of sine phi which satisfy the equation sine phi plus cos phi is 3. Well, if you think about this here for part C, now think about what sine can be the most. You can only go up to 1, can't it? Sine is less than or equal to 1. Okay, and the same for cos. Cos phi is less than or equal to 1 as well. So at most, sine phi, when you add it to cos phi, if you add these two together, the most it can be is 2. So therefore, no solutions exist. It can't equal 3. Okay, because the most it can equal is 2.